welcome everyone to another Monday morning 30-minute flow. Today we are going to move through a nice gentle flow that will open up and hopefully release some tension in the neck and shoulders, which is one of my top areas of tension. Good morning, everyone. Neck and shoulders. So we're going to hopefully open that up for our Monday or at any other time of day that, your neck and shoulders could use a little bit of extra attention. So if you would like to put on some music, if you would like to grab, morning Bonnie, if you would like to grab a block or a pillow, you might want to have that handy. And then we will get started in a comfortable seat. So whether for you that is cross-legged or kneeling, wherever you would like, and just take a few moments to get yourself settled and set up. I'm just gonna give Bonnie some more attention here, of course. This is her time that she needs attention, of course. And I'm just taking those first few moments to get settled. Oh dear. Hopefully sitting in a little bit of sunshine. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And you might want to take a big shoulder roll. Shoulders up towards the ears and then letting them fall away. And just starting to notice, how you feel. How are you feeling on your Monday morning or whenever it is that you're doing this practice? And with each deep breath, you might feel the shoulders fall a bit further away from the ears. You might start to feel some tension release already just by thinking about it, just by setting your intention there, your attention there. You might start to feel the jaw release and the muscles in the face soften. And start to slowly let your chin fall towards your chest. And just pause here, feeling the length down the back of the neck. And begin to let your head roll to the right ear to right shoulder. Let your chin fall back towards your chest. And then let your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. I'm just taking a couple little neck rolls. Head heavy, shoulders heavy. Feeling some length down both sides of the neck. And letting your right ear fall towards your right shoulder and pause. And you might tilt your chin up or down, making tiny little movements and noticing where you feel it and how it feels. And you might pause and breathe into the sensation. Breathe into the stretch down the left side of the neck, into the shoulder and the upper back. You could stay here, or you could take your left arm long beside you. Fingertips just lightly resting on the floor. Just for a little bit more sensation down the left side. But keep your shoulders heavy. With each exhale, they're dropping away from the ears. Start to let your Chin fell back towards your chest as your hand comes back onto your leg if it was beside you. And let your head roll all the way to the left. Chin back to chest. And with a big breath in, lift your head up. Sweep your arms all the way overhead. And as you breathe out, take a side bend to the right. So the left arm reaches up and over. Pause here. You could take your left hand behind your head to support your neck. And with an inhale, start to roll that left shoulder back, maybe gazing up. And as you exhale, turn the shoulder down and gaze down. I'm just taking a couple little opens and closes like that with your breath. Allowing the head to be supported. Feeling the length down the side body, a little bit of opening in the chest. Let's pause, the shoulder rolling back. Take a couple big breaths right here. And use your next inhale to come all the way up. We'll sweep both arms overhead. And as you exhale, we're taking a twist to the right, so the arms open wide. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Inhale to come back up, arms sweep high as you turn the upper body to face forward. And exhale again, twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. With the breath, trying to feel this through the spine, through the upper back. Keeping the hips nice and level. Next time you twist, we will hold. And you can either keep your arms reaching forward and back, or you can take your left hand somewhere onto the right leg and the right hand behind you for a little bit of support. As you sit up tall, keep dropping the shoulders down. You might gently drop your right ear towards your right shoulder here to give that left side a little bit more attention. Taking deep breaths. Breathing into that tension, into the resistance. Just doing your best to create a little bit more space. And let's slowly unwind, bringing the head back up, turning back through center. If you're sitting cross-legged, go ahead, switch the cross of the legs. And then we'll take all of that on the other side. So resting the hands wherever comfortable. Start by letting your chin fall towards your chest and pause here. Drop the shoulders down. And then let your head roll to the left. Chin to chest. Over to the right. I'm really noticing how both sides feel here. The side that was maybe a little bit more open from being stretched. Maybe one side is naturally a little bit tighter. Allow your left ear to hang out over that left shoulder. Maybe take a few little gazes up and down, little tilts of the chin, and noticing how this feels on this side. Where might you need to pause to breathe into, to open up? Finding that place and hanging out there for a few breaths. Maybe taking the right arm long beside you, fingertips resting on the floor. Keep shoulders heavy and breath smooth. And slowly bring the chin back to the chest, the hand back to the leg if it was on the floor. Let your head roll one time each side just to flesh that out a little bit, move it around. When the chin rolls back to the chest, take a big breath in, reach your arms high.
And as you exhale, we're side bending to the left, so the left hand comes down, right arm reaches up and over. You can stay with the right arm long, or you can cradle the back of the head with the hand. And with a breath in, roll the right shoulder back. And as you exhale, turn and gaze down. Nice big breaths here, just moving at your own pace. Noticing how this feels. And then we'll meet with the right shoulder rolling back, opening up the chest. Big breaths down the right side body. On your next inhale, we'll rise all the way up, arms sweep high. And as you exhale, we're twisting to the left this time. So left arm forward, right arm back. Hi, bunny. Inhale to unwind, arms reach up. Exhale to twist. Feeling that twist through the spine, mid and upper back. Feeling the breath help the twist. And the next time you twist, we'll pause. You can either keep your arms reaching long if you want to feel that opening in the chest, or you can take right hand to the left leg, left hand behind you for a little more support. You might drop left ear to left shoulder here again, keeping both shoulders heavy. Sometimes in a twist, we have the tendency to bring the shoulders up towards the ears. So just really intentionally relax them right here. Head slowly comes back up as you begin to unwind. And from here, we'll make our way into a child's pose. So the legs swing behind you. Take your knees as wide as you'd like. Big toes touch. Arms start to reach nice and long. Try to keep the arms active so the fingers spread wide, elbows lifted off the mat. Hips do not have to be touching heels, but just reaching in that direction. And then we're going to take a tiny movement here. Feeling it in the shoulders and the upper back. And just starting to reach the right shoulder, right armpit down towards the mat. And bringing it back up. And then reaching the left shoulder, left armpit towards the mat. Bringing it back up. Taking a couple little pulses here as you reach alternate shoulder, armpit down. Maybe feeling a stretch into the upper back, down the arms, through the side body. And we'll even it out. Coming back through center, lift the head up just a little so that you can slide your right arm underneath of your left, dropping your right shoulder down. And you can rest your head down onto the mat or a pillow or onto your left hand. Maybe the left arm stays long or you reach the arm behind you, either bringing it to the base of the spine or for the right hip. Take a few big breaths here, resting the weight of the upper body on the arm. Breathing all down the back of the right arm, the shoulder, the tricep. And you might let your head rock a little bit side to side here. A little massage for the temple. Feels very nice in my opinion. And start to reach that left arm long if it's not already. Press into the left hand, slide the right arm long, and then we'll rise up into a plank just on the knees and lower down to the mat. Just moving through a modified flow, taking a little back bend as you inhale and pressing back to child's pose as you exhale. We'll come into the other side, so we'll sweep the left arm underneath of the right, threading it through. Resting head down wherever comfortable. Maybe you use the right hand as a pillow. Maybe you use a pillow as a pillow. Maybe you keep the right arm long or wrap it behind you for a little bit of a twist. Rest the weight of the upper body on the upper arm. So your arm is sandwiched between the floor and the chest. And breathe here, maybe rocking the head a little bit side to side. Feeling yourself soften with each deep exhale. And then let's take the right arm long. If it's not already there, press into the right hand. Slide the left arm long, rise up into that plank again on the knees, and then bend the elbows lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, little baby cobra. And exhale, this time we're pressing back into a tabletop. So stacking the wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath of the hips. We're keeping the arms straight and strong. We're keeping the spine long here, just focusing on the shoulders. Keep the back of the neck long. With a breath in, start to squeeze the shoulder blades together, reaching your chest towards the mat. And with a breath out, start to press into the hands, shoulder blades spread wide. Again, as you inhale, it's just a little dip with the chest, with the shoulders, they squeeze together. And with a breath out, press into the palms, spread the shoulder blades wide. Take a couple more like that, feeling the shoulder blades draw together. And then press away. One more time, inhale, shoulder blades squeeze together, spine stays long. And then press away. This time as you breathe in, the shoulder blades squeeze together. They slide down your back, drop the belly, lift the tail into cow. And as you breathe out, press into the hands, spread the shoulder blades, move through cat and slide back into your child's pose. Rest the forearms to the mat. As you inhale, start to slide the heart through the arms, pressing into the palms, lifting elbows, rising into cow. As you exhale, round the spine through cat. Send hips to heels, child's pose. The inhale, you rise up, pressing into the hands, lifting the elbows, lifting the chest, cow. Rounding the spine, pushing back through cat into your child's pose. Take a few more with the breath, feeling that movement in the shoulders as they squeeze together and down, and then spread wide apart. Take one more. Moving with the breath, feeling the spine, the body, the shoulders, everything warm up. From here, the forearms down onto the mat. Start to slide the arms forward, keeping the forearms down. We're lowering the hips and the legs down into a Sphinx pose. So you can check to see that the elbows are shoulder width apart by grabbing opposite elbows. And then bring the forearms down. Press gently into the feet. Kneecaps start to lift. Thighs are engaged as you lift the chest here, gently pressing into the forearms. Keep the back of the neck long so you're not dropping the head all the way back. You're finding length in the neck. And then take an inhale here. Feel the chest lift up. And as you exhale, turn the head to the right. Just look over the right shoulder. Bring it back through center. And take it to the left. With the breath, moving the head side to side, right and left. With the chest lifted, getting a little bit of a back bend here. Keep pressing into the feet. We'll take one more each side. Once you've evened it out, go ahead and lower the upper body. Slide hands under shoulders, press yourself into melting heart so the hips lift above the knees. Arms are long, hands might be super wide or shoulder width apart if that feels all right for you. Rest the forehead down onto the mat or a pillow. You might tuck the toes under for a little more support, finding some strength in the legs as the inner thighs lift, belly button lifts gently to the spine. You might bring your hips a little closer to your heels, more into that child's pose shape. Elbows can be resting down onto the mat or lifted. Breathing into the shoulders, the upper back as you keep reaching the heart towards the floor, literally thinking about melting your heart down. If you'd like a little bit more intensity, you can come up onto the fingertips. And that gives you a little bit more space to reach the heart down. Take one more big breath in. Nice smooth breath out. And then slowly slide your hips towards your heels. Big bend in the elbows, forearms frame the face. We'll take those little waves again. So as you inhale, reach the heart through the arms, press into the hands, elbows, lift into your cow. And as you breathe out, round through your cat, send your hips to your heels, child's pose. With the breath, a couple more times. Maybe it feels a little bit better this time, moving through it second time. Body sort of knows where it's going, but it's also normal if this feels a little bit awkward too. Finishing off your last one. And then as you round the spine, let's tuck the toes, send the hips back and up into downward dog. Go ahead and pedal it out if you'd like. Take big bends in the knees, sway the hips, the head. As you sway the hips, feeling a bit of a stretch down the side body. The entire time you're breathing. Pause in the center. Gaze up towards the hands. We'll step the right foot up and then lower the left knee down so you're in a low lunge. If you need anything underneath of that left knee, now's a good time to slide a pillow or a blanket under the knee or fold over the mat. And then we'll rise up as we press into the feet, taking cactus arms. Oh, good morning, sunshine. Bending into the elbows, we'll lift the chest. So the elbows are bent 90 degrees right at that shoulder height. Take a breath in here, feel the spine grow tall. And as you breathe out, bring the elbows, the forearms, and the palms to touch. Inhale again, keeping the elbows 90 degrees. Open the arms. As you exhale, bring the forearms, the palms, the elbows to touch. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, draw them together. Do your best to keep them together. It's okay if the elbows don't fully touch. You're just thinking about pulling them in towards each other. And then start to lift the arms up. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, the shoulder blades spreading wide away from each other. As the elbows lift up, maybe you press the palms tighter together. Breathing here, probably feeling this somewhere down the backs of the arms. Maybe bringing your gaze up towards the thumbs. And then slowly release the hands down. We'll take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Reach the left arm up. Opening up the chest. Guiding the right knee back with the right shoulder. If this is too much, you can take right forearm onto right thigh. And if you would like a little half bind, you can turn your left palm to face behind you. Bend your elbow, either bring your hand to the base of the spine or to the right thigh. Think about lengthening the spine as you roll the left shoulder back. And let's start to unwind. If you have any sort of bind, bringing both hands down, framing the foot. We'll lift that back knee and take a big step up into a forward fold. Feet about hip width apart, bend the knees as much as you need to. Head hangs heavy. Sweep your arms all the way behind you. Fingers interlace, squeeze the palms together, a little bend in the elbows. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine, come up halfway, shoulder blades squeeze together and down. As you breathe out, forward fold. Keep your palms squeezing together as you inhale, lift up. Coming into a little back bend, reaching your knuckles down, lifting your chest high. Take a big breath in, release the hands, arms reach all the way up. And as you breathe out, fold over the legs. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands down, take a nice big step back into plank. From knees or toes, lower all the way down to the mat. Once you're here, bring the tops of your feet down, take your hands wide, come up onto fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest, much darker down here. Exhale, lower. Inhale again, lift the chest, feel the shoulders draw together and down the back. Exhale, lower. One more like that. Smooth inhale. And exhale. From here, we're coming into broken wing. The right arm comes out wide like a wing. A left hand under left shoulder as you roll to the right side. Legs can be stacked, or you can step your left foot behind you. You can rest your head on the floor, a pillow, or your left hand. Either relaxing into this shape or pressing the right hand gently into the mat. Noticing how that may change the stretch a little bit as you press the hand down. Last big breath in. Big breath out. And slowly roll back to your stomach. Both hands under shoulders. We're pressing ourselves back into downward facing dog, and we'll take that on the other side. So the toes tuck under, hips lift high. Feel free to take some movement or stay in stillness in your downward dog. Just to take a few breaths, resetting. And then gaze up towards your hands, stepping the left foot up. Coming back into our lunge, right knee drops down. Press into the feet. Again, if you need anything underneath of that right knee, now's a good time to take it. And then we'll start to lift the upper body. Elbows bend, cactus arms. Not really thinking about back bending here, just thinking about length in the spine, nice and open across the chest. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the forearms, the palms, the elbows to touch. Inhale again to open, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bring everything in. One more time, inhale to open. And exhale to close and stay here. Again, palms together, forearms together. Maybe elbows aren't glued together, that's okay. Just keep sending them in the direction towards the midline. And then starting to lift the arms up. Lift the elbows up. Feel the shoulder blades spread away from each other. Feel the shoulders slide away from the ears. As you press the palms together, a big stretch for the backs of the arms, the triceps, the upper back. Normal to be a little bit shaky here. Keep breathing. And slowly release. This time the left hand comes down to the inside of the foot or forearm to thigh as the right arm reaches up. Little twist. Either stay here or take a half bind, turning your palm to face away, bending the elbow, either reaching right hand for the left thigh or the low back. Guiding the left knee back with the left shoulder or arm. Staying long through the back of the neck. And start to bring both hands down to the floor. Back toes tuck as you lift the back knee, step a big step up into a forward fold, feet hip width. Release the weight of the head, bend the knees. We'll circle arms behind again, palms together, wrapping the fingers the opposite way. Let the arms float away from the body. Big breath in, lengthen, shoulders slide away from ears. Big breath out, fold. Keep the hands clasped, rise all the way up. Lift the chest, pause in a little back bend as you press the knuckles down. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up and exhale to fold. Lengthen the spine halfway here and then fold. Plant the hands, nice big step back into plank. We're lowering all the way down again from knees or toes. Once you're down on the mat, take your hands out wide one more time. Come up onto the fingertips, elbows are lifted. Inhale to lift the chest up, keep the legs strong. This time as you exhale, right shoulder dips down towards the mat. Inhale again, lift it up. Exhale, left shoulder dips down. One more time each side, moving with the breath. Maybe gazing over your shoulder as you dip the opposite one down. Once you've evened it out on the left, lower all the way down to the mat. We'll do our broken wing on the left side. So the left arm comes out long like a wing. A right hand under right shoulder, using that right hand, gently pressing into it to roll to your left side. Legs either stacked or step your right foot behind your left. You can keep your right hand where it is. You can bring it onto the mat underneath of your head like a pillow. You could wrap it behind you. You might press gently into the left hand to get a little bit more sensation, or you might just relax, just allowing your body to sink, letting gravity take hold. And slowly make your way back to your front side. And this time we're pressing into a child's pose. Hips towards the heels, forehead resting either on the mat or a pillow. Take your arms by your sides, hands rest by your feet. Allow your shoulders to slide away from each other like your shoulder blades are sliding off of your back. Slide hands underneath of the shoulders. Press into the mat to lift yourself up and make your way onto your back. And once you're down on your back, give yourself a nice hug. Pulling your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a gentle rock side to side. And letting your knees fall over towards the right side. Just into a little twist here. Head might turn away from the legs. Feel the shoulders heavy to the mat. Taking your time when you're ready, making your way into the other side, dropping your knees left, letting your head turn right. And again, relaxing the shoulders down, heavy to the floor. Breathing up and down the spine. And then slowly, when you're ready, bringing the legs up and giving yourself maybe another little hug in, or maybe another little posture that your body is asking for right now. And then just like that, Monday morning, neck and shoulder release. Allow yourself to take a few moments to just let that sink in. So whether that is on your back or whether it is seated, somewhere that you can just be still for a few moments and to notice what's changed in that 30 minutes. It flies by every single time. Taking a few moments to thank yourself, to thank your body. I thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope that your necks and your shoulders feel good, that you feel a little more open for your day and your week ahead. Hopefully we can move together again very soon.